Alright, everyone, stand by. I'm still working on trying to get you a stream up. I'm having some internet issues going on. Be advised, I am still attempting to get the stream up. I will keep you posted as the situation changes. Again, the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes series, round number 2 at Atlanta Motor Speedway is supposed to take place tonight. Right now, I'm experiencing quite a bit of buffer, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on before we get going here. So I'll be back in just a moment. Alrighty, back here with you once again, folks. Back, we are live, at least on YouTube. And we're going to see how this goes, depending on where we're at with the buffering issue, as to whether we'll stay live here. So I'm going to monitor that a few moments here. I do apologize. Alan out front right now. 12 laps have been completed in the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes series. Again, I'm going to keep it posted here on what is going on as we work our way through this one. Again, I do apologize, folks. Doing my best. And I'm going to check on the stream and see what kind of... Yeah, the stream is not good at all. At least on my end. Alright, guys, in chat of your opinion, how bad is the stream right now? If you can tell me, let me know as we continue to run. OBS is telling me it's pretty bad. So, right now it's going to be Alan out front in the 79 machine. Leading the way right now is going to be Alan. Lawrence right now in second here. In that number 9 machine. Yeah, I just lost everybody. Okay. Alright, folks. We are attempting to get this thing in. There is the 11 of Russell running in third. Great run for Russell right now. P3. Mark Morton there in fourth. Skylar Grissom in fifth right now. Side by side behind them as well. And again, guys, I am fighting to get this thing in. Right there behind him. Jacob there in the 51. Hanging on there in that Rowdy Energy number 51 machine. Right now inside the top 8 as well. Behind them, you're going to have a couple more in line right now. We're 15 into this 163 lap race here tonight on Extreme Sim TV's coverage. And I understand that the audio on the stream side is not good at all. We're going to try to keep this going, though, the best we can. Out front right now, it is going to be Alan leading the way in the 79 machine. There is that number 54 Monster Energy machine. Tight into a battle right now. Great battle right now, side by side down the front straight away. That is Matthew Smith in the 54, running in 12th. Right behind Andrew in that 89 for 11th. One car high up on the racetrack. See them working their way down the back straight away here. There is the 77 machine. The 21 forward back right now. That is going to be Benjamin as he drops back as well. 16 of 163 right now. 17 of 163 laps complete. Alright, folks, that's going to do it here tonight, folks. I do apologize. But at this point, I have no choice but to call it for the evening. This is not a type of product that I want to put out there, that I even feel comfortable putting out there as far as a stream. So at this point, we're going to call it for tonight. We'll be back, of course, next week. We'll go for round number 3. Right now, as we step away, Lawrence has the lead in the number 9, if you can even see this. Wait a minute. We got something here for a moment. Nope, it's going to drop right back out, ain't it? Let's see. It's possible. Is it going to stick? That's going to be the question I need to see. All right, folks, stand by here because we may have something. We may have a little bit of recovery going on with the stream. Out of nowhere, Lawrence leads in the 9 machine. Now it's dropping right back out. Lawrence leads in that number 9 machine right now. There is the 97 Interstate Battery machine, along with the 83 UPS machine right there as well, as they continue to run right now. And folks, the internet is right now all over the place at the moment, so I don't exactly know how much further I'm going to try it. Here right now, there is the 6 machine running in line right now. He's hanging on to position as well. And that number 6 Viagra machine also with the 51 out front, hanging on up there in the Rowdy Energy number 51 machine right there as well, hanging on. Taking a look at where he's at, that's going to be Jacob in 11th right now, running right behind Bruce in that 22 machine, just outside the top 10. Great run there for Bruce right now in that number 22 machine, trying to hang on to it at the moment. Taking a look here, Bruce right there, his driver bar right now running in that 22 machine, just outside the top 10. Where he's set right now on the racetrack. 27 of 163 complete. Take a look here. Bruce just hanging on right now, having a pretty good run. Taking a look at Skylar there. Lawrence, Alabama. That's going to be Skylar Grissom right there in 9th as well. Luke Duran up there as well as Benjamin Shelton. Great run for the 21 here tonight. Michael Bussell right there out of North Carolina. There is Jim Foskett there as well as Brian Underwood. Russell up there inside 2nd, looking at Alan Wilson. But it's Lawrence leading the way right now in that number 9 machine. Great run for him inside the race lead right now. That engine number 9 leads here at Atlanta Motor Speedway right now. Alan right there in 2nd right now out of Indiana, as long as Russell right there, Brian Underwood. A couple more cars here. Luke G. Duran out of Augusta, Georgia. Bruce running 9th. Skylar right now out of Alabama running inside that top 10. Matthew Smith in 11th. 12th is Jacob out of Lynchville, Kentucky, as well as Andrew Chaft right here out of New York City. There in that number 13, or that number 89 machine running 13th. There's the 48 to the bottom. Big move down there for Nicholas, running now up to P13. 30 laps of the schedule, 163 complete. And it looks like we're going to be okay. 30 of 163 complete here tonight. Was supposed to be on Facebook and YouTube tonight. We had to abandon that plan due to the internet problems, just trying to get this thing in. Now, trouble back straight away, one car out of shape. That's going to be the 89 of Andrew jumping out of shape there for a moment. That is the 89 of Andrew jumping out of shape there for a moment. He'll gather it back up. Great job gathering it back up there. Back underneath the 5 right now. 31 on the board. Little loose. There goes the 5 machine. He'll hang on to it. And that number 5 machine. 31 of the 163 complete. That is Josh getting major sideways in that number 5 machine halfway down the back straightaway. Andrew runs 11th. The 6 machine of Mark Morton and Nicholas Post in 9th. Taking a look ahead of them, the 54 machine. Jacob right there as well. Great little battle on the racetrack. But up front, Allen right now trying to run down Lawrence. Engine number 9 leading the way right now. Allen right there. Brian Underwood in 3rd in the 77 machine. The 11 right now hanging on is a great ride there right now for Russell in that number 11 machine. On board there with Russell a little bit. We'll cycle through some of the cameras on this number 11 machine. Riding outside of turn number 4. Great run here tonight. Right now in 4th position. Great run for that number 11 here tonight. A couple of more cars right there in front of them. The 77 of Brian Underwood along with Allen up there in second. Lawrence still leads the way. The number 9 Dodge machine hanging on right now. Right now, everybody hanging on. Allen right there in second. P2, that's 78 hanging on right there as well, as they fight their way through. The 77 in third, as well as Russell in fourth. In that number 11 machine running top 4 right now. 36 on the board this time by here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And again, I want to thank everyone for their patience here tonight. Had a little bit of stream issue. Bustle's got a challenge to his top side. That is going to be the 4 machine that got to his outside, along with the 47. So Bustle sliding back here, couching on the racetrack. First yellow tonight, lap 36. And go is out on the racetrack, and it might as well be for that number 89 machine of Andrew there going around. Let's take a look at what happened here with Andrew. And taking a look. Ooh, some contact there with the 5. Both cars go around, and that will bring out the caution. First one of the night here at lap 36 of the 163 scheduled here tonight on Extreme Sim TV for the WOSCRL Stars Instruct Series. So, again, doing our best just to get this thing in. And right now we are still live on YouTube. So we should be in good shape here. And right now, everybody going to come down first round of stops. You get a pit stop here, you're going to take it. You're not going to stay out there on old tires at Atlanta. That's not going to be a thing we see many drivers do, especially here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Lawrence going to lead pit road. Folks, I'm going to go adjust a couple of things on the broadcast side. We'll be back for the restart as we work 37 of the 163 complete here tonight. I don't want. All right, back here once again. And since we didn't get to do it at the beginning of tonight's race, I want to give a big shout out to Grid Finder, title sponsor, one of the title sponsors here for the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series. Again, Grid Finder is the home of online racing communities. Browse through hundreds of leagues right across all racing game platforms. They've got racing every day of the week every day of the week across the globe. Browse through over 1,000 leagues on iRacing, Assetto Corsa, ACC, R Factor 2, F1 2020, and more. Also, you can find your commentator on there for your league as well. If you're looking for a broadcast team commentator, you can find that along with a designer for a paint scheme if you need one. Grid Finder has all its talent in one place. Find your place on the grid. Also, big thank you to Future Designs, the builder's choice, Next Level Racing. Take your racing to the next level with Next Level Racing. Warrior Wraps and Designs. Looking to stand out on track? Check out Warrior's Wraps for custom paints, logos, and more. We pride ourselves on excellent customer service with 4 painters on staff. You're guaranteed yourself a quick turnaround time as well. So we're going to get ready to go back green. Big thank you to all those guys. But we are ready to go back green here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, side by side. That's Lawrence and Cody Deckard. Deckard spins the tires up into Lawrence. I was just getting ready to say, wow, yellow is out. Deckard did not have fresh tires on that car, and it showed. He spun them right up into Lawrence. Caution out, yellow number 2, 40 laps complete. Let's take a look at that restart once again. And here we go, one more time. Yep, just spun them right up into Lawrence. Nothing Lawrence can do to really get away from that ordeal. So the second yellow of the night, kind of a mistake by Deckard, not taking those tires here. It becomes very hard to control that car. And that number 97 machine out of Lynchville, Kentucky, made the call to put no tires on that machine for track position. And a place like here, it's probably not going to work out very well at all. And you see what happens when it don't. You spin the tires, you end up in the fence. And that's exactly what happened here at Atlanta on this restart. Meanwhile, up front, engine number 9 leads the way. That's Lawrence there in that number 9 machine leading that Dodge out front. Was a part of that crazy finish back in Daytona last week. A lot of controversy went on after that finish. That number 9 was a part of all that. But he hangs on right now as he comes to pit road for fresh tires and fuel right now. And again, we're going to continue to monitor everything that's going on here as we continue early on. Had a little bit of problems, but we got this thing underway and continuing to run here tonight. So I hope y'all are enjoying tonight's coverage here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Meanwhile, we're going to go to commercial break here, and we'll be back for the restart in just a moment. Fans, I want to take this time to thank our sponsor, GridFinder.com. GridFinder is the easiest way to find online sim racing leagues for iRacing, Assetto Corsa, Competizione, F1 2020, R Factor 2, and many more. Racing sims and games alike. You can find leagues in the UK, US, Europe, Australia, and more. Head to GridFinder.com where you will find all the leagues you see here on Extreme Sim TV, as well as many more. Alternatively, if you have a league or a community yourself and you're watching this, get yourself signed up on the site and join the other 1,000 leagues currently registered. Back here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, getting ready for our restart. Again, last week, Daytona International Speedway, it was Skylar Grissom that went the victory lane. Lawrence came home second with Andrew right there as well. It's kind of where they set in the point standings after the first race of the year. But keep in mind, back at Daytona, it was Lawrence there in that number 9 machine leading 67 laps at the Daytona Super Speedway. So kind of keep that in mind. Between the Clash and the 500, man, it was a great run for him. But right now, Skyler, after the win last week, that 24 machine with 1 win on the year. Right now, a little bit deeper in the field, running ninth here at Atlanta. And a lot of drivers say your season really starts here at Atlanta as you get ready to move forward. Again, just an update for everybody at home. We were going to have the stream in multiple places tonight, but unfortunately, due to internet issues, I had to abandon that plan and go right back to YouTube, just because I knew it would be easier on the PC to do that, and it became an issue of just getting the stream in regardless here at Atlanta. I wanted to get y'all a show, and without the internet working the way it should be, I just did not feel comfortable running 2 streams at once here. But we're going to get ready to go back to green. It's going to be Allen and Russell, your front row. Great looking machine. I want to get an interview with Russell eventually. That Bikers Against Child Abuse number 11 machine. Beautiful looking race car. When I was doing the car numbers for these things earlier today, I realized I got to see that car up close and personal. A very beautiful race car in that number 11 machine here. Russell leads, Allen second, Luke G there in third, Jim in fourth for this restart. Still a long way to go tonight at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. We're about 44 into this 163 lap race here at Atlanta tonight. Allen up there in second as we come to the restart zone this time by. Let's see if we have any issues here. Now all fresh tires on the machines up front. Lawrence is going to start 14th after having to come to pit road to get that car worked on after getting caught up by Decker in that restart incident. Green flag going to fly again. Here we go. Green in the air, 44 on the board this time by. Green flag waves, everybody up and at him once again. Now it's Russell and Allen front row. They'll pull out ahead. Luke G. Duran, Michael Bussell right here looking for P4 on the racetrack right now. The 47 will fall in line. That's Jim dropping to 5th, side by side behind them. You're going to have the 54-22 machine of Bruce side by side off into 3 and 4. Here comes the 22 winner at Daytona. That's going to be Skylar Grissom now trying to look for 7th. Trouble up in front of him. Big trouble car on its roof. That is the 78. Big issues. Wow. Big issues for the 78 machine out of turn number 4. He was running right there so well, right behind the 11, battling for the race lead. The 11 gets out of shape. Around he goes. And wow. Oh, the 24 Skylar caught up in it. And that brings the caution out again. Wow. One more look at it here. Watch this car get right into that right front of the 11. And they both go there. He clips the grass. And that just launches that 78 up into the race, into the air. Lands on its roof. Once the 15, the 54 gets through. Skylar gets in the outside wall, but I think he actually got around him. Big incident out of turn 4. All right, get ready for this because we're going to ride along here with this car at full speed here. So we'll be coming off of turn 2. We're riding along here. This was the battle for the race lead as they came down the back straight away. Russell kind of is going to get quite a bit of damage out of this, but just watch him wait as they come through the corner. Russell gets out of shape, just couldn't get checked up, and watch when he clips the grass. Wow. Up and over. Kills that race car. And that will bring the yellow back out here. Man. Gonna feel so bad for that 11. Let's try and look at this from our blimp from our spectator cam here. Let's see what it looked like in the grandstands as this happened, coming off of turn number 4. See one car sideways, and he just gets into the back of him. Now watch that car launch. Man. Just bad brake there. For Allen there in the 79. He's got it back to pit road. R is destroyed. Luke leads the way here after the leaders got into it there. Into that number 4 Grizzly machine. And what an incident. And we will continue. 47 laps complete here tonight. (47 to 63) complete here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Look who's running second. Mr. Bustle in that number 15 machine runs second. Jim in third. Matthew Smith in fourth. Bruce in fifth. Great run for Bruce there as well. Wonderful race run for Bruce. And you just got to look at this and go, holy moly. Some great racing all the way around here tonight. As we get ready for a restart. It's Luke G. Duran that will lead the field to green here tonight. And again, 10 drivers coming into tonight had led laps. And we're going to have a feeling we're going to lead some, add some more to that. Duran's going to get on that board. Deckard will be on that board as well. The Ford here did not lead at Daytona last week as we continue to work our way through. All right, back to green once again. Field back underway one more time here tonight. Green flag back in the air once again. That's going to be the Ford car. Luke G. Duran leads. Bustle there in third. Smith in fourth. He'll be side by side with the 47 off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, double file behind them. That is going to be Benjamin and Bruce. Side by side, or Benjamin and Lawrence side by side, excuse me. Great run there for that number 9 machine of Lawrence. Hanging on inside the top 7 right now, top side the racetrack. Here we come off of turn 4. Battle right now for position. Deep in the pack. Look at Skyler, your Daytona winner, right there inside that top 10 as well. Jumps to the bottom of the 51 Rowdy Energy machine. Skyler, give him 8th. He'll pull ahead right now. Luke up front at the moment. Luke G leads the way. Smith right there trying to hang on to second. That's the 54 machine to P2. Michael Bustle right there in third. 50 laps on the board here at Atlanta tonight. Lawrence right now in the line with the 21 of Benjamin. Shelton right in front of him. Grissom right there behind him. The 24 National Guard machine. Skylar Grissom fighting his way through as well. And what a race we have seen so far tonight. That DuPont number 24 machine right there behind the 9 of Lawrence right now in 5th. That's Benjamin 6th and Skylar in 7th right at the moment. Great race at the front of the pack. Folks, we have turned 52 laps here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway tonight. Again, we're scheduled to go to 163 here tonight on Extreme Sim TV. Bruce Pearson right there in 8th. Brian Underwood, Jacob right there in 10th right there as well. Lawrence right now running in 5th. Jim in front of him, the 21. Benjamin right there to his top side as well. 52 of 163 on the board. right now we fight through 53 on the board of 163 here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's a great race up there side by side. There is the 47 as we look at Jim right now. Great run for him inside that top four at the moment. They're side by side behind him though. Lawrence underneath that 21 machine of Benjamin. Benjamin gonna drive it in deep. Lawrence gonna hold the bottom. Side by side coming off now, double file down the back straightaway at Atlanta Motor Speedway. They're gonna be tight contact. Lawrence gets into Benjamin. Benjamin up the racetrack. Benjamin will hang on. No yellow here. He'll fall back. He'll drop to 8th now, 9th. Or 8th here to 51 of Jacob. Gonna fall in line as well. That could have been a lot worse. He managed to hang on to that race car. But it was Lawrence making contact with him up there in that 9 machine. Now Lawrence sets sail for Jim right in front of him. That's the battle for 5th at the moment. Matthew Smith leads. Smith now to the race lead. And Smith has gotten it away from Luke G. Duran while he was back there in the back. It's Smith to the front. 56 on the board. So everybody hanging on right now as everybody's fighting their way through. Luke G sitting there as well. So right now, 56 of 163 laps complete at the Atlanta Motor Speedway here tonight. So right now, up front, Matthew Smith leads it. Take a look at it for Smith in that number 54 machine right now leading. Having a good run here tonight. Didn't even lead back at Daytona. Came out of top Daytona there. What would have been, looks like 20th in points. I'm not even sure that he made Daytona last week. But right now, great run for Smith to kind of overcome that is Matthew Smith. And hanging on, doing a wonderful job. No, he did not make Daytona. He did. No, he did. He did not make Daytona. So Smith there in that 54 Monster Energy Chevrolet Toyota. Not making Daytona, but able to keep the car up front right now. Man, that's a pretty big deal for the Monster Energy 54 that leads here at Daytona, or at Atlanta right now after not making Daytona last week. Smith, that's a pretty big deal for him again, trying to make up some ground. Matthew Smith in the 54 machine leads. Will drop back to Luke G and Bustle getting into a little bit of a battle here. We've seen Bustle make, or Lawrence now too, there as well, trying to chase down Luke G. And we've seen that Bustle has already been right there with that number 9. But again, Lawrence has made contact with other drivers tonight. And Lawrence is one of them guys, you either like him or you hate him. If you're another driver, his driving style is very aggressive. He's proven it early in the year. The 24 Skyler, there's 77. Alongside with Jim, double file right now. 60 on the board of 63. Crossing the stripe, 61 this time by. So right now, and that's the thing, Lawrence up there again battling for 3rd in that engine number 9 machine. Lawrence is very aggressive. And he'll tell you that. I had a long chat with him there last week after the race ended. There was a lot of controversy about what went down. But he made it abundantly clear. He doesn't feel bad about what he does on track. He's going to race you hard. And if he gets into you, he gets into you. And that's his opinion on things. And you can't blame a driver like that aggressive, 77, jumping under Skyler. Tyler slides back, but again, a driver bike Lawrence is a really one of those things. Either you love it or you hate it. That style of driving and just going out there and not caring really what people think about you. At the end of the day, you're there for one thing, and that's to win races. Right there is the 11 up the racetrack here, and after getting caught up in the incident, he's not made his way back through the field the way I kind of intended or thought he would. Russell right now riding around in a 10th in the 11 car, and again he was caught up front straightaway, and car got upside down on its roof on the front straightaway there. 65 on the board. Under 98 laps to go here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. So right now, everybody hanging on. That is Jim out front, leading the way. Or Jim up there in 7th, excuse me. Hanging on in the 47 machine, but out front, Matthew Smith, after not making Daytona last week, is leading here at Atlanta. 65 complete on the board this time by. And what is so impressive about this is, you know, you're coming, you're cold to the season, you didn't get to make Atlanta or make Daytona, you're coming to Atlanta, a hard racetrack in these ARCA cars by all accounts. I'll even say it's not the easiest racetrack to drive, but he's out front, he's making it work, leading at Atlanta. Not a bad deal. Right now behind him, Luke G. Duran, trying to run him down. Engine number 9, Lawrence right there as well. One car sideways pit road, not sure what's up with that. There is the 22 on track as well. 67 on the board this time by. 89 machine right there in line as well. And what a night we have seen here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. As we fight through here. Right now, 67 of 1, 63 complete. Michael Bussell right there in the 15, hanging on as well. There is the 77 machine right there behind him. That's Brian Underwood right there behind the 15 of Bussell right there as well. So again, great racing we have seen here from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of how this racing has went here tonight. Didn't exactly know what we would get here at Atlanta. Usually at Atlanta, it's either good or not so good. Tonight, it's been pretty, I've got to say, it's been pretty good here out of these ARCA cars here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. This is the second race of the year at Atlanta Motor Speedway. The 9 there of Lawrence Matthew Smith has lost the lead to the 4. Luke G. Duran caught him, got around him, and now pulling away. We'll try to go back and see if we can get that pass on camera. I have to do something here, guys, because I'm missing quite a few of. And I'm going to have to see if I can get some broadcasters in here. We're supposed to have some help tonight. That didn't exactly work out. But right now, one more look at it. There is the 4. Got the run on the 54, got to his outside, and was able to complete the pass. Luke G right there in the Grizzly machine. Great pass to the outside. As we continue to rock and roll. And again, we're going to try next week to do a double stream once again. Next Saturday night, it'll try to be on Facebook and YouTube. Hopefully I don't have the same internet issues that I did tonight, and we can make that work. But again, folks, anytime I've got internet issues, I'm going to go back to what I know because I got to deduce what's going on. And luckily for us, we're getting a show out of it at least. I thought for a little bit we weren't even going to get that. And stay tuned tomorrow on Extreme Sim TV. Keep in mind tomorrow on Extreme Sim TV, the new logo will be revealed to everyone. The new Extreme Sim TV logo, brought to you by Warrior Wraps. I hope I'll talk to them. Of course, sponsor for this series as well. Came on board to do the new logo. That unveil will be tomorrow. Kind of go alongside some announcements I got regarding the next gen cut car as well. Will be coming out kind of tomorrow evening around some point here. Looky here at that number 51 of Jacob running around right now in the 13th spot. Josh in 14th. The 11 of Russell was out. Ooh, Russell in the outside wall. I was getting ready to say he never has recovered after the incident earlier on in the night when they was up front leading. It just went from bad to worse, got in the outside wall there. So remember, it was earlier in the night when he got involved in a bit of tuffle. The car sliding back to 54. Sliding back. He's right in front of Jim right now. He was out front not too long ago. Matthew Smith starting to kind of slide back. He is back to 5th position. Jim right there behind him. Jim gonna jump to the bottom. I think Smith may have burned his stuff up here. He got out front, was driving hard. Now he's paying the price later in the run. That's what you don't want to have happen later in these runs, is the car to backtrack the way it is. Because it is definitely backtracking a little bit. So right now, Smith trying to do everything he can. But I think, like I said, he burned his stuff up. He's kind of paying the price right now. You got to pay the piper. Back through the field, cool the tires back off, then possibly get back up there later in the run. But right now, it is Grissom in 8th, working on the 22 of Bruce Pearson right there in front of him. Bruce right there in the 22 machine. Great run for him here tonight, as we're just shy of 77 laps complete in this one. Up front, though, it's Luke G leading away and pulling away right now, as we're pretty far into this stint. 39 or so laps on these tires with 88 to go here. 40 on the tires now. You got to kind of wonder, when will these guys go to pit road? Look at Lawrence, though, closing the gap. Hustle, outside wall, bustle, outside wall. Bustle, big problems, back straight away. Michael Bustle got in the outside wall. He has broke the right front suspension on that car. And that is new e bueno. He's going to hold it up top. He can barely move. Admins have got to be looking at the yellow here. They're going to let him stay green. Dangerous situation as Bustle got down the front end of that car on the ground. That car is destroyed. That right side of that race car. He'll bring it to pit road. A good run for Michael Bustle. Gonna come to a crashing halt down the back straightaway. He'll bring it to pit road. Get it looked at. But man, that could have been a lot worse as we go back and we take a look. As you can see it coming off of turn number 2. Car is going to get away from the 15. He was right there with Lawrence as they came off of turn 2. Watch the car snap back around into the outside wall hard. That's what broke the front end. And then he's just bouncing up and down, trying to lock that car down, get it up against the fence, and stay there and let everybody else go. Great job by Michael Bustle to keep that car up high, but not where he wants to be. Here at Atlanta, man, that's just heartbreak for Bustle after Daytona. Bustle will bring that car to pit road again, and you see him whipping around. Ended up around 15th in points after Daytona. Not what he needed here in round number 2. Yeah, that car is, I believe he's pretty much toast for the night. Yeah, I think that car is all but done here. Yeah, he's on pit road. 2 laps down now. We'll get back to the race right now. Lawrence right now sitting behind Luke G. Duran. Right now, 81 of 163 complete here tonight. An unfortunate end to the race there for Bustle. Him and Benjamin both. Benjamin 12 laps back. Bustle still on pit road. Cody Decker sitting right there, 14th. Remember, he spun the tires on an earlier restart. It then kind of got turned around in front of Lawrence. That was earlier on tonight. But man, some big incidents here tonight at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. The big incidents, they continue to run right now. And I've got to say, it's been a heck of a night to watch all of this. Here on Extreme at Sim TV, Duran leads, Lawrence second. Right now, Underwood third, of Jim fourth, the 22 of Pierce fifth. Mark Morton in sixth, Matthew Smith in seventh right now, Andrew in eighth, Skylar Grissom in ninth, Russell in 10th right at the moment. Jacob in 11th, Nicholas 12th. You can see Benjamin back there 1 lap down. Josh is 13th, still on the lead lap. Cody Deckard 14th, last car on the lead lap after 84 of the 163 tonight. Right now it's Luke G. Duran leading. Folks, we're going to go to crank it up here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. When we come back, it'll be just about time for green flag stops here at Atlanta. Alright, back here's we're 88 laps complete at Atlanta. And look here, Lawrence closing the gap a little bit. Down to Luke G. Duran, who leads here at Atlanta Motor Speedway right now. 89 on the board, this time by the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Luke G there in that number 9 machine, black and purple machine. Hanging on. Deckard right now, he'll come off of pit road. Couple more cars, Nicholas and Russell, both cars coming off of pit road here. So we're going to see who comes to pit road where. Underwood past the second. Does Duran come down this time by? No, he does not. He'll stay out. The 77-9 cars will both stay out as well. What about the 22? Will he hit pit road this time? No, he will not. He'll also stay out as well, along with Jim. So everybody up front staying out. 90 laps complete of the 163 here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Everybody fighting their way through. 79, 77. Hanging on out front right now. 91 on the board. You see the 5 machine, 1 lap down right now. That is Josh. Right now behind them. About 2 seconds faster as we got the 97 of Cody Decker on pit road. The 6 through the grass. He'll hang on. That's Morton out of shape. But a lot of cars looking to head to pit road here pretty soon. Luke G. Duran out in front still. If anybody hit pit road this time by. See Lawrence right there with the 77. Out front, Luke leads. Duran leads the way. Luke out front leading the way. Luke G. Duran leads here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Right now, 93 on the board. With right now the battle for second between Underwood and Lawrence. Kind of pretty tight here. Will they come to pit road this time? No, they do not. They'll stay out again. 93 laps complete this time by. So we've had a pretty good little run here of about 50 laps since our last caution here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Right now, 1 car coming off of pit road. That's Cody Deckard, 5 laps down. Russell has retired from this event after trouble out of turn 2. Man, oh man, this is very, very interesting to how this is going to pan out tonight. They continue to run down the back straightaway right now. 95 on the board of 163 right now. Right now, Brian Underwood hanging on right behind Luke G. Duran leading here tonight. Continuing to lead in that number 4 machine here this evening. Out front, just dominating this race so far. He has led 33 laps so far on the evening. And you look back at where we're at lap leaders wise, he is now second of the season, of course, after 1 race. Right now, going into tonight, Lawrence had the most laps led with 67. Now Duran right there on track to do the same as we continue to run here tonight. Underwood still in P2. Another car off of pit road, Matthew Smith in the 54, looking for tires and fuel on that Monster Energy Toyota Tundra. Tundra. Dang on it. Camaro. There we go. Another Camaro. A car made just by Toyota. Camry. There we go. Not Camaro, not Tundra. So that Camaro would come off of, or Camry, not Camaro. Wow. That Toyota Camry will come off a pit road here and get back up to speed on the apron. And there is a moment for the broadcaster screw up compilations of the season. Oh, that moment when you call a Toyota Camaro. Oh, that's lovely. But right now, it is Luke G. Duran, Lawrence out in front, 98 on the board this time by. And these guys up front are getting after it. Who is going to get the win here at Atlanta Motor Speedway? Luke G. Duran, well on his way in that Grizzly number 4 machine. 61 laps on this run. We got a car on pit road, front straightaway is going to be Mr. Jim there in the 47 machine. Russell's made a stop. We've got 7 cars who have not made a stop as of yet after 98 laps being ran in this race. Right now, coming towards 63 to go. We started this race 163 lapper at Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's Luke G. Duran, if you're just joining us, leading the way. Brian Underwood in third. Lawrence in second. He compared himself to Kyle Busch last week and driving like it here tonight up to P2. Bruce there in fourth. Mark Morton, Andrew there in what is sixth right now. Jack, Russell, and Josh there as well, along with Nicholas Post inside the top 10. 101 on the board this time by. And again, we have ran 100 of the 163 on the schedule here tonight. And unfortunately, Restream did not pan out the way I wanted it here tonight. As we get ready for the restart. Right now, as we fight our way through lap 101. Oh, what an evening we have seen here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. You see Josh back there trying to take advantage of 4 tires are on pit road. That's going to be Jacob in the 51. Leaders still not pitting as of yet here after 102 laps, and with them not pitting, they should be in their window for this to be their final stop to the end. What a night it has been so far. A wonderful night all the way around. Bit 102 complete. Lawrence, Brian Underwood, Bruce all up here as well. We continue to fight through 103 laps on the board this time by. Everybody fighting their way through 103 and 163 complete. ...104 laps on the board. Luke G. Duran out front leading right now. ...104 laps now, 105 on the board at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Taking a look right now at Lawrence out front in P2. Bruce now P3, right there with Lawrence. Underwood there as well. Nice 4-car battle for first, second, and third. Mark Morton up inside the top 5, along with Andrew and Russell right now as well. Kind of making a recovery here up to 7th in that number 11 machine. 106 on the board this time by. And right now up front now, Bruce to pit road is Luke G. Duran gonna hit pit road along with Lawrence. So 2 of your race leaders on pit road. That number 4 slides to his box nice and smooth. The 9 still coming down to his stall. He'll hit his stall pretty well. Both cars on pit road, 4 tires and fuel for both of them. Final stops for both these cars. Luke G. Duran gonna get out in front of Lawrence here. Great start right now. See if how many spots they lose. Here comes Nicholas Post Again, he pitted a bit earlier on. He may pick this spot up over Luke G. Here he comes. Right with the 77. He will take that position. Move post to in front of G. And Skylar Grissom going to do the same thing. Jim as well picking up the spot. Lawrence, man, lost quite a bit of time on Luke G right now. On that round of stops. Underwood to pit road here, locks the brakes up. He'll be down on pit road. That'll hand the lead over to Mark Morton. Mark hanging on as well. 108 laps complete. This is scheduled 163 here tonight. As we continue to work our way through 109 of 163 complete. See what the 6 decides to do. Duran has gotten back around post. So Duran making some moves here in the 4. Post going to fall back behind him. So is Skylar Grissom right now, and Jim as well right here. All those in between post and the 9 machine of Lawrence. Morton leads the way right now. Still has not stopped. We've got about 2 cars that has not made their stops as of yet on this cycle. 110 laps on the board this time by. You see it right there. Russell right there in 3rd, hanging on in front of Luke G. Duran. He will probably transfer around to be your race leader here when this all cycles through from the green flag stop. And we have went well over 63 laps in this green flag run here tonight. We continue to run 111 on the board. 111 this time by. Andrew leading, locks the brakes up, and he'll bring it to pit road. That's going to be an unsafe pit road entry. He'll go through the grass. That's going to cost Andrew a ton of time. Because that right there is unsafe pit road entry. That will be a black flag on that 89 machine. Lock the brakes up here, trying to get in this stall. He does. But unfortunately, that entry going to cost him a ton of time. So that will transfer the lead back over to this 11 machine, who has about 20 more laps on his tires than P2 Luke G. Duran. That is what the lead will look like. 6.1 seconds up there at the front. There's Lawrence Skylar Grissom, last week's winner in the 24 DuPont National Guard machine, hanging on there as well. Again, Skylar getting the win back at Daytona International Speedway last week in the Daytona 250. Right now running in 6th on the board here tonight here at Atlanta. So a good start to Skylar's season in the first 2 races. Can't ask for much better than that. See Skylar right there. Got the win last week. Florence, Alabama's on Skylar Grissom. You know he's going to be looking forward to Talladega later in the year. His home track. As we put 114 on the board this time by. Right now fighting our way through 114 laps complete. Russell leads the way right now in that number 11. See Russell leading the way. Duran in 2nd, 4 seconds back. I think Duran will run Russell down just with the fresher tires. Going to take him a bit here, but he's definitely cutting down that gap that it was originally about 6 seconds, now down to 4. I think the biggest loser off this was probably Lawrence. You see Lawrence in 3rd right now, but he lost quite a bit of time to Luke G through that green flag pit stop when they came down pit road. But out of the top 3 cars, I think that's going to be the one that took the biggest loss. So 116 on the board this time by. Everybody kind of single filed out. One to 16 of 163 complete. $116 complete. Russell leads right now. Russell leads here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. 2.2 back to Luke G. Duran in second. Lawrence in third right now. And oh man, what a night it has been here. Everybody kind of spread apart right now at the end of this race. Nowhere for any of them to go right now. $118 complete this time by. Jim gonna be back there as well in the 47. Great run for him. Another car on pit road there. There is the 77 of Brian. There's the 48 of Nicholas Post. Skylar Grissom. Great run. Bruce there as well. A wonderful run for Bruce here inside the top 10 right now. Mark back there is going to be behind him. Bustle back out. 18 laps down for Bustle. There is the 5 of Josh just outside the top 10 as well. Meanwhile, race leader Russell coming under fire here from Luke G. Duran right now. 19 laps to go. 19. 119 on the board as a scheduled 163 here tonight. So we're going to have about 43 laps to go as Luke G. Duran going to take back over the race lead. Russell to pit road, couldn't make it on fuel. Hands the lead back to Luke G. Duran. Now that gap between Duran and Lawrence is closed as well. Can Lawrence get to Luke here before the end of this race? Right now, 20 of 163 complete, 120 on the board. So what do you do if you're this 9 machine? You're 2.1 seconds back, just shy of 40 laps to go at Atlanta. Do you have time to get there? That is going to be the question. Single file right now. And again, we have went quite a ways since our last caution here. Do we get a late race caution that bunches everything back up again? That's going to be the other question at the end of this one here. At the end of this race here at Atlanta. We've had some big incidents throughout the night. We had cars getting up on their lid. That was a pretty big deal. Go back and take a look at them. A couple of those incidents. That has happened here. We had the yellow flag fly. It was Michael Bustle. Seen the 5 going around back there. Some of the things that we've had happen here tonight. As we go back and take a look at some of the action that we've had that brought some yellows out. Yeah, it's been some more interesting races. We had some yellows back. Just a bunch of different things have happened through the event of this race. But back here live right now as we continue to run. Again, yellow came out there when Grissom was involved. Just some craziness all night long. But Lawrence right now 1.7 back from the field here. 124 left on the board here tonight. Now 125. 125 laps left on the board here tonight. The 9 machine trying to run down the 4 of Luke G. Duran for the race win is 1.7 seconds is the gap. We've got 9 cars on the lead lap here late in this one. .126 on the board this time by for that number 4 machine of Luke G. Duran. .126 this time by as they fight through. .126 laps complete. The 163 Duran leads over Lawrence is 1.9, now 1.8. Skylar Grissom back here running in 8, just in front of Jacob. Going to be about 6 seconds in front of Jacob. He's about 0.8 of a second off a post. For that 7th spot right now is Skylar Grissom. .130 laps to go on the board this time by. Gap right now at front down to 1.3 seconds. That's going to be your gap here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. 130 of the 163 complete here in Atlanta tonight. Lawrence still setting P2 behind Duran, but the gap is closing. Can Luke G. Duran hold off Lawrence in the final stages of this one tonight? We ran 131 laps this time by at a scheduled 163. Brian Underwood right now sitting in 3rd. Jim in 4th as well. As we're kind of spread out here, let's take a look at our race statistics. 3 cautions for a total of 10 caution laps here tonight. 13 lead changes here this evening as well. Duran has led the most at 56 laps here tonight. And he is on track to beat the season record for the most laps led in one race. If it stays the way it is right now, he would beat the record currently held by Lewis last week at Daytona. I believe it was 67 for Lawrence, and we're at 57 right now for race leader Luke G. Duran. If he can hang on, he's going to break that record. And right now he's got a 1.9 second gap, so he's got a pretty good little gap here. Ooh, car high and car on the apron. That is Skylar on the apron to pit road. The 24 trouble coming to pit road, last week's winner. Let's take a look at what happened here as he tried to enter pit road here to take tires and fuel. That could be a penalty. What happened here? Going to be interesting. He's coming off of turn 4. Ooh, nearly collected the 89. That was not a very good entry. Comes across, clips the cone there. Probably going to be unsafe pit entry on the 24 as well. So this could be a big deal. 2 laps down, Skylar Grissom after winning last week. Gap now down to 1.733 for your race leaders. So it's going to be 1.733 is your race leading gap here tonight. So it's going to close over the last 30 or so laps. Lawrence is going to have to really step it up. Skyler's still exiting pit road here. That's going to cost him a ton. Right now, 6 cars on the lead lap. Mark your last car on the lead lap here tonight. In that number 12 machine. Last car on the lead lap right now. Third 136 laps complete. This time by an Atlanta. So this time by 136 to go on the board of 163 here tonight. Everybody fighting their way through. 137 on the board. Luke G. Duran leads the way here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Everybody fighting their way through right now. Good racing action across the board. Brian Underwood, Bruce Parsons, Martin Wharton right there, Jacob Andrew there as well. 137 laps complete here tonight. $137 this time by. We'll walk your way through. 138 on the board. Alright, as we continue to work 139 on the board. Duran still leads now by 1.5. Brian Underwood back here 4 seconds back. Taking a look at Martin Morton in the 6, trying to run down Bruce just a little bit in the closing stages. Again, this is a good battle on the racetrack. The 22 up the racetrack right there. Can't do it. 140 on the board. This time by 23 laps to go. Will we get a late race caution here in Atlanta? That'll back the field back up. We will find out late in the going here. 140 of 163 complete. So we're 140 of 163. Luke G. Duran leads. Lawrence in second. Brian Underwood in third. Jim in fourth. Bruce runs fifth right now in the 22. Duran continues to lead right now in the 4 at the moment. So it's Luke G. Duran leading right at the moment up front in that number 4 machine with Lawrence right there in second. So Luke G. leading in front of Lawrence right now. 1.5 is the gap as we close on 20 laps to go here tonight from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Fuel-wise, leaders should be good to the end. There's the 11 on the apron, unfortunately. He was up front earlier on, got caught up in an incident that kind of ruined his race as well. So he will unfortunately drop back. Lawrence right now 1.599. Then you're going to have Brian Underwood 5 seconds back here in the 77. Then the 22 of Bruce and Jim right there as well. $144 laps on the board this time by the scheduled 163. As we close down 20 laps to go this time by. Gap stable at 1.6 out front. Last week we had a green light checkered. Will we run this thing to the end without any yellows? That's another question the leader has to have on his mind. So does Lawrence and everyone else here who is fighting their way through the 77 up to the top lane. Underwood running the high line right now, making that work for him. Behind him, you're going to have Bruce and Jim right there in 5th and 6th, or 4th, 5th, 6th. Martin Morton there as well. 19 laps to go at the Atlanta Motor Speedway here tonight. 6 and 47. Jim gonna lose a spot here to Morton, possibly. That's a battle for a top 5 position. That is for 5th as they work their way through. 18 to go this time by. $18 laps to go here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. And right now, buddy hanging on, 18 laps to go. 17 laps to go this time by. And what a race we have seen out here tonight out of this group. These guys have continued to put on a great show right now up front, and we continue to get down to the nitty gritty of this one here tonight. Wow, so 16 laps to go. Right now, 16 laps to go this time by. Right now, up front, Luke G. Duran leads. The 1.6 second gap for Luke at the front of the field. And continues to do just that. Lead and dominate. That's been his evening so far. And right now, he is about 15 laps away. Wow, great run, 15 to go. And right now, as we continue to work our way through, what a race it has been, coming to 14 laps to go. It'll be 14 laps to go this time by. And we continue to hang on right now. 14 to go here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Gap right now, 1.99 seconds. Between Duran and Lawrence up front. 13 to go this time by. Everybody hanging on. Everybody hanging on, 13 laps to go. Right now, 12 laps to go this time by. Gonna be 12 laps to go. Luke G. Duran leads the way here tonight. 1.8 seconds. Over second place runs Brian Underwood to third. Fourth gonna be Bruce and Mark Morton. They're in fifth. Luke G. Duran 11 laps away from a win in race number 2 of the year here for the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series here on Extreme Sim TV. So we are closing down the last 10 laps of this one. 10 laps to go this time by. Man, what a night this has been. Ten laps to go. And these guys fighting their way through. 10 laps to go. Luke G. Duran leads the way. Everybody hanging on right now. And 10 laps to go right now. And to go. We all continue here to hold our breath. Luke G. Duran now with 9 laps to go. Out front trying to hang on to win this race. 8 laps to go this time by. Right now, Lawrence there in second. Third, Underwood. Fourth is Pierce Carson. Morton there as well. Seven laps to go this time by. Mark Morton right here inside the top 5. Good run for him tonight. Gap up front now 3.1 seconds. Luke G. Duran gonna set the new record for most laps led in a race here for the season here tonight with 82 so far, on his way to a possible victory here in round number 2. Race has really calmed down in the second half, and we have had an extremely long green flag run to end this one off here tonight. Duran leads, 6 laps to go. Lawrence 3.3 seconds back, 4 seconds back there as well. Nicholas Post there in the 48 as well. Good run inside the top 10. Looking at a top 10 finish here tonight at Atlanta. 5 laps to go this time by. 5 laps to go this time by at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And it's Luke G. Duran who has dominated here tonight. And really, just once he got the lead, never looked back. Let's take a look here. Augusta, Georgia for Luke G. Duran. And one has been an amazing run here tonight, the number 4 machine. And really, honestly, you got to look at this and say, just a wonderful race. And again, Luke out of Augusta, Georgia, coming to 4 laps to go here tonight at Atlanta. 4 laps to go this time by. A wonderful, wonderful run for Luke. Up front, got the lead. He's held on to it. Made a good green flag stop. Lawrence again up front going at it here. He's got 1 top 5 and 1 top 10 on the year. Looking at a P2 again here tonight for a great start to his season. That would put him 2 for 2 for top 5s. Underwood will get his first top, I believe to be his first top 5. Reported into Indiana's own Brian Underwood setting in 3rd with 3 to go. Bruce right here in 4th. Mark Morton in 5th. Great run for him. Jim 6th right now. Illinois driver as well. So right now it's Luke G. Duran leading the way out of Augusta, Georgia. 2 laps to go. His home track here in Atlanta. He'll work to the outside. Oh man, oh man. Augusta, Georgia's own. If he can just hang on. Luke G. Duran will get the white flag at Atlanta. Coming down the front straightaway. Home track for him. White flag in the air this time by Luke G. Duran will enter turns 1 and 2. 1 car high against the wall. That's the 54. We got in the wall again. Luke's got to be careful. The 54 on its side as Luke works his way by. Does a great job. He'll come through to see the checkered flag. This time by Luke G. Duran. Comes down the back front straightaway. Checkered flag flies. Luke G. Duran takes Atlanta Motor Speedway. Lawrence comes home 2nd. Underwood 3rd. Oh, and Smith ends up on his side there down the back straightaway. We'll go take a look at that. Luckily, everybody was able to get by. And it was the last lap, as you see parts flying there on the back straightaway, but not going to matter. Mark Smith will end that car up on its side here at the checkered flag. Luckily, Duran and everybody got around him. But it was Luke G. Duran going to take home his first win of the year. Congratulations to that number 4 machine, Grizzly, Chevy, and Impala from Augusta, Georgia. Luke G. Duran takes it here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And a dominant performance once again for Duran. Wow. 89 laps led here. We'll get ready for your post-race interviews here in just a moment. Wow, what a night. Alright, let's see if we can get these post-race interviews in. See if our internet's going to let us here. And let's see. Trying to get it to let me load Discord. Not 100% sure if this is going to work. Let's see. But man, what a great night it was once we got this thing going. All the internet trouble at the beginning, it all comes to a head here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And let's see, I don't know if it's going to work. We're working on trying to get Discord to work, folks, so just stay with me for a moment here. One last thing we got to get done. But what an evening it has been from the Atlanta Motor Speedway here tonight. Just a great night overall. Not much I can really just say how great of a night it was, how everything went. It was wonderful. And let's see. Let's see. It is not gonna let us. If Luke can hear us. Hey Luke G. Durant, Matt in the booth, got a copy? Hey Luke, you got a copy, man? Matt in the booth. This is not good. We're gonna keep working on it here. Let's see if we can get it to let us at least do an interview here. But man, oh man. What a wonderful night here. We're going to try this once again. Alright. We're going to try to fire up Discord one more time here. We're going to get this to work. Again, folks, there we go. Alright, let's see if we can get everybody interviewed here. Took a moment, but we think we got this. Hey Luke, Matt in the booth finally got a copy of it, buddy?
I got you.
Alrighty, man. Wasn't sure I was going to get your interview in. Discord didn't want to work there for a minute. But, man, hometown win, how about that? Home state at least. You came to Atlanta, you saw, you conquered.
Yeah, man, Lawrence made it tough on me. I didn't know if I had enough tires left there at the end to maintain that gap, but he fell off towards the end and we brought it home.
Well, how does it feel coming home with the win here at Atlanta? Obviously, you're from Augusta, Georgia. A pretty big deal to come out here and get the win at the hometown track.
Yeah, it's always good when you win at home. But, you know, I'll take a win anywhere. It was tough with that worn out pavement, man. These tires go quick.
Anything you've learned tonight, you're going to try to take forward through the season at all?
Yeah, I learned that these ARCA cars, it's kind of a old school type of racing. You kind of have to save your tires at least to the middle of the run and then charge at the end. I know Atlanta, the tires will be a lot worse than they are at other tracks, but I still think a lot of it's a transfer to especially the other mile and a half.
Well, man, great job coming home with victory lane here tonight. Luke G. Durang, you're going to bring it home. Great way to start your season here. Getting the win here at Atlanta after a great run at Daytona last week. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do rest of the year, buddy.
Thanks, fan. Daytona didn't really go my way. I'm not a big fan of the restricted plate tracks anyway, so I was really happy to get to Atlanta.
Well, man, it paid off, man, coming home with the win here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway, buddy. We'll see you next week for round number 3, my man.
All right, man. You have a good one.
10-4, buddy. Great job coming home with the win here tonight. Luke G. Duran. Let's get Lawrence up here. Hey, Lawrence, Matt up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Oh, you know it, buddy.
10-4, man. I've had all sorts of issues up here tonight, my friend. Internet and everything else, but we got it in. You come home second from out of Greenville, North Carolina. Man, another top 5, not really what you want to do.
To be honest with you, if I'm going to finish second, Luke's a great guy to finish second too. He is the best tire saver in this league, far and away. I've watched that man go like 130 laps in an 87 car at Bristol Motor Speedway, so I knew just as soon as he got out in front of me, if I wasn't going to get him in those first 10 laps of that last run there, I didn't have a prayer at catching him, so I just wanted to hold on to P2 there and take over the points lead if my math is right.
Well, you did a great job, man, at taking over and really dominating here tonight, buddy.
Some traffic after that first restart there. Don't know where. The fastest guy on the track, but you know, it is what it is. I wasn't the fastest at the end, but at that point I wasn't. So you know, we had to fight through a field. Started Ben. I arced that corner out a little bit more than I had the few laps before that, and he paid the price for that. So here I am apologizing again. This is Lawrence Shaughnessy apology tour. Next stop, North Wilkesboro, but it was a good race. I didn't have the tire for Luke there at the end.
Well, Lawrence Chauncey, I have to point this out, man. You make it entertaining because let's just say there's opinions in chat that comes across the YouTube channel about every week now. So this should be a fun year.
Yeah, for the guys in the YouTube chat, they can't spell. My name's on the screen. So, but anyway, we'll make this one quick. I know Brian wants to go to bed, and you got to talk to him next. So we're just gonna thank the boys at Highside. Alan, another tough run for Alan tonight. That incident with Russell was a little weird, the way he flipped the car over and hitting the grass. But got to thank the guys at Highside, the sponsors: Bumper Thumper Traction Compound, Competition Auto Body, RacetoolsDirect.com, B&K Root Beer Stand. I got that wrong last week, so apologies to them. The wife, my daughter Haley, you, Matt, for doing another great job broadcasting, fighting through those technical difficulties, and wound up putting on a pretty good show for you there. And then Skylar, of course, for putting the league on, and all the haters in the YouTube chat. I'm just going to be here every week. Keep an eye out.
10-4, buddy. And funny part before I let you go, we was about 2 minutes away from me canceling the stream when it finally fixed itself. So
yeah, I know. I was watching the whole time. I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah, I literally had just said we're going to call it, and then it decided, oh, now it's time to fix it.
Well, you put the camera on the 9 car, good things happen. What can I say?
10-4, Lawrence. What a great run here tonight, buddy. I'm going to go grab P3, and we'll holler at you later.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, there we go. Lawrence coming through. Hey, Brian, Matt up here in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Well, buddy, it's been an interesting night all night, buddy.
Yeah, it for sure was. It was a good race there between the top 3 there, I thought.
Yeah, it was, and a good top 3 finish for you. You come home 3rd here tonight. Of course, you want to win every time you come out. Every time you come out, but top 3, you can't complain about that. So what do you think you learned here as we head towards North Wilkesboro next week? You there, buddy?
Yes, I got you.
10-4, man. What do you think you learned here tonight as we head towards North Wilkesboro?
Oh, tire conserving. I'd say Luke's still on the roll with that game.
Yeah, and I tell you what, North Wilkesboro's going to eat some tires up. Man, I know you're tired and you want to get to bed, man, so I'm going to try to keep it kind of short. Good run for you tonight, buddy. Looking forward to seeing you at North Wilkesboro.
Good to see you. Thanks for broadcasting. Doing a good job.
10-4, man. We will see you at Wilkesboro in 1 week, brother.
All right.
All right, folks. That is going to do it here from North Wilkesboro, or from Atlanta Motor Speedway. We hang our heads and go to North Wilkesboro next week and get ready for that one. Again, big shout out and thank you to Grid Finder, title sponsor here. Again, Grid Finder is the home of online racing communities. Browse hundreds of leagues racing on growing platforms across every sim known to man. Every day of the week across the globe, browse through over 1,000 leagues on iRacing. Set, of course, ACC, R-Factor 2, F1 2020, and more. If you're looking for a commentator, me, myself, I'm on there. You can get over there to gridfinder.com, find yourself a streamer or a broadcaster, or if you want to fire the one you got, aka me, you can fire me and go look over there as well. But as we get ready to head forward, of course, if you're looking for a designer or a livery designer, head over to Grid Finder. All this talent in one place, gridfinder.com. Also, big thank you to Future Designs, the builder's choice. Next Level Racing. Take your racing to the next level with Next Level Racing. Also, Warrior Wraps, looking to stand out on track. Pick out Warrior Wraps for their custom paints and logos. They have 4 painters on staff, so you're guaranteed a quick turnaround. Don't forget, side note to that, tomorrow the new Extreme Sim TV logo will be released, produced by Warrior Wraps, so look out for that one. So, with that being said, Atlanta Motor Speedway is going to come to an end here tonight. for the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series round number 2. We head to North Wilkesboro, North Carolina next week for round number 3 of the season next Saturday night, 10:30 Eastern time. We'll be right back here. Hopefully no internet problems, and we can actually, restream this on Facebook. But that's one of them things. But with that being said, as always, it's been Matt in the booth. I will see you next time. Congratulations, Luke G. Duran. Hometown Track gets the win here tonight.